So friends, once again, thank you for joining. So this week we are discussing the book, the Jonathan Livingston Seagull, a small but inspiring book. The author is Richard Bach, where this is a fiction story, a psychological story, novel, where he gets inspired and he writes a story about a seagull who tries to fly and achieve success in life. So today we'll discuss the chapter 2. So let's get started. So those who joined today, the first time, the book is Jonathan Livingston Seagull, and the author is Richard Bach. He's an American famous writer and also a pilot. So as he's a pilot, he's very inspired of flying, the freedom, the unlimited potential. So that inspiration gave him to write this book. So the part 2 or chapter 2 of this book. So let's get started. So yesterday we saw that the seagull, a small young seagull, his name was Jonathan, and he loves to fly. He wants to, learn the art of flying. Though his other folks members, they just only fly to survive or to get food. But Jonathan wanted to fly high like other birds. He wanted to, reach high in the sky. He every day used to practice, no matter what others say, even though he falls sometimes, he used to crash, but he didn't give up. And finally, he achieved the speed which he wanted. But by seeing this, many of his folks and all, the elders of the folks, they called him and they exiled him. They said, "You are not part of this group," because nobody in that group, for them, flying was not much important. Only flying was used for survival, but they don't have any specific interest to learn about it, right? So they exiled him from the group. So Jonathan life in exile, even though they separated him, he didn't feel lonely, he didn't feel defeated, but he thought this is the phase for the transformation. He felt now he's free, he can do anything. Otherwise, when he was part of grief, he has to follow the rules and regulations and everything, but now he's free of that. He can practice more and more. So he enjoyed his freedom and limitless potential. So as he was, practicing, and one day he was flying high, then he met two of the other seagulls, though they got him. And then his actually the true transformational growth happens when they met the two of them. They teach him a lot of things, they train him, and there are also a group of like-minded seagulls who also, like Jonathan, wanted to fly. They wanted to explore the life, or they wanted to explore the sky also. The higher plane of existence. Right, when he met those two seagulls, that is Sullivan and Chang, they also part of, they also like-minded seagulls. So they invite him to come to the higher plane of existence, where all, the similar seagulls or who wanted to fly high, they all were a group. If we connect with the meditation, the higher dimension here, higher plane is higher consciousness, the like-minded people who are positive, who want growth and transformation, not like the normal or, regular people around us who limit themselves, who had a lot of limitations, right? A kind of beliefs or society or community you can see in this way. So finally, Jonathan goes with them, and there, the Chang, he's a wonderful teacher. So he teaches him a lot of things. He teaches everything is in the mind, right? The flying, everything is based on the mind. It's not about the body or the type of wings. Most of the time, there is a limitation that a light uh, body or light bird, they can fly, or you need to have a big wings, many of these things. But it teaches, they all doesn't matter. If you think, you can just fly, you can reach your destination. You can overcome your potential. And Jonathan, he learns everything and he feels so happy. And he finds this is what he wanted, to explore the freedom, to fly high in the sky. and be a different, not like the regular folks. These seagulls value learning, not just survival. They all think similar, that they have to grow, they have to transform, they have to move beyond this survival. So these changes happened when he met them. And then he used to practice with them. Right? Chang, he used to teach him the speed, different, the positions, how to fly, how to glide. A lot of techniques he used to teach him in the flying. And Jonathan used to learn everything. And now he learns the art of mastery, or the flying, the mastery. But as we said, the Chang was, teaching the Jonathan. Chang teaches Jonathan the true nature of flight. Right? Everything is in the mind. Once he make that focus, that awareness is there, then he can fly anything. There is no limitations in that. Flight is not just physical, but a state of mind. Right? We all think that body, the wings, everything matters. Of course, they add up, but it should be focus in the mind, that where he wants to go, then he can fly accordingly. Jonathan learns that instant travel by focusing his thoughts. He can travel anywhere instantly by focusing his thoughts or focusing his mind. The same way we also learn, right? Wherever we focus, our attention goes. So focus on the right things, then you can achieve things or you can grow. The same here, but it just, here he teaches about flying, but here we learn about the life, the opportunities, and other things. So once he succeeded everything, then what happens? He achieved this freedom. Now he know everything. Now he realized his purpose. Now he got the freedom. So he realized that he is the limitless. Earlier he thought there are some limitations, but when we overcome all the, the barriers in the mind, the reasoning, the analytical questions and all, then what happens? We achieve the true freedom, that we are limitless. We can achieve anything in our life. Everything is in the mind, in our thoughts, right? But when we drop the mind, everything is possible. Nothing is impossible, but we need focus and hard work. And regular practice. That's what Jonathan did. He used to practice regularly with more and more awareness and focus. And then he realized that his purpose is to love, knowledge, and practice can free anyone from limits. See, the true learning comes when we share this wisdom with others. It will not come when we limit ourselves. We need to share. We need to have that love and compassion for others also. Then only a true growth or transformation happens. So now he wanted to come back and teach his other folks, right, from whom he got separated from his group. So he wanted to teach them what his true freedom is, how to achieve that growth. There are some of his friends who wanted to learn to fly, but they're afraid of the group. But Jonathan, he was very, he didn't fear about anything. He was very strong and he achieved the success. So that's what he realized his purpose is to come back and teach other seekers and help them achieve this freedom and help them in their growth. That's what, right? Whenever we learn anything, we should always share it. If we keep to ourselves, then there is no growth. It might be any wisdom or any skill. The more we share, the more we grow. That is what the purpose of life is. That's what he realized his purpose. Your true success comes from not only keeping it with us, but with sharing. So the conclusion of this chapter, Jonathan's journey is about self-discovery and enlightenment. Right? He, no matter whatever the situations came, whatever the challenges came, he took as an opportunity to self-discovery. He wanted to improve himself. He wanted to learn. He wanted to grow. And with the true knowledge and everything, he got enlightened. True freedom comes from breaking mental and physical limits. We we think that people are stopping us, the community or society, but everything is in our own mind. When we remove the thoughts, right? When we don't keep any of these things, then we achieve the true freedom. It's not the people, it's not the situations, but it's our own thoughts. His mission is now to share this wisdom with others. Now, once he achieved this success and freedom, he wanted to share with others so that they also can grow, they also can feel the same happiness and joy. So the reflection for us to, question about our own self. What limits do we believe in? right? If you want to achieve anything, what are the limitations or what are the thoughts that you're limiting in, that you believe, okay, I cannot do this, or I have this one, so I cannot achieve. Whatever limitations you have, are they real or created by us? Just think, are they true or they are created by your mind? How can we grow beyond them? Now, once you identify your limitations, then you know are they are real or they are created by you. If they are created by you, then how you can grow beyond them, right? It's again by changing our thoughts and being more positive and working on the things we like. So, friends, I hope this chapter and lesson was helpful. There is so much learning in this book. This is a bestseller book in US and other places also. Again, I say this is for adults and also for kids also. Beautiful book that they can inspire, they can study well. This motivates each and everyone. Yeah. So if anyone has any questions or they want to share about meditation or anything related to this book, or anyone, if you have any limitations and how you overcome that, you wanted to share, you can please unmute yourself. And the more and more service is not only about any kind of service. The more we spread, the more we share, we also grow. That's what here, the author teaches. We have to break the limitations in our mind. And everything is possible when we do this regular practice of meditation. We overcome this. We overcome our thoughts. We be more in the present moment. We know what is right and what is wrong. That we'll be free from all these limitations. And we get that energy to attract any things in our life. We can easily manifest things and we can work towards our goals or success. Right? So, friends, if there are no questions, then we do the meditation.
Can I share, Apurva, one?
Yeah, sure.
So I just the whole book. There is one particular incident really love because that just gave me how much perseverance one should have. So the seagull, it tries n number of times, like consistently, to a point where it gets hurt and its wings are also giving up. And then every time when it flies, it falls down. Every time it flies high, or even a little bit higher, it falls down. But then one night, it decides that no matter what happens, even if I die, I just want to keep doing this. And then suddenly, one time, she notices that when she's flying high and then coming close to the water, because the whole purpose of flying is with seagulls, they have to get their food, catch the fish which is in the sea. And most of her friends or her family or the other seagulls are getting the food which are like leftover food on the dock, but she wants to go high and get food in the middle of the sea. So every time she flies, she gets hit by the water, and it's very cold, and she gets so many times hurt. But then one time, when she's trying, she understands that where is the point where I am breaking because of trying so many times. That is when she recognizes that when she's flying high and when she's coming down to touch the water, that is when she falls. So then that she understands her breaking point. What is the thing which is stopping her from? And then she understands, like, what if she closes her wings close to her body when she's going and touching the water? And that is when she realizes that she doesn't fall at that moment. So sometimes when we are actually trying to do something, or like, working on things, we keep failing, but then that should not stop us. Every failure is a stepping stone, and if we learn from that point, like where we are failing, that will be our learning to go further. And once she knows that what she needs to do, like keep the wings close to her body when she comes close to the water, and then she picks up the speed and she goes so fast to a point where no seagull can actually fly that high. And that is where she meets Sullivan and Chang, and then she becomes the best flying bird, and she teaches a lot of other birds from her herd. And this book is very inspirational to me, is because all the time when we try to give up because of small hurdles or failures. But when we know that those hurdles or failures are also lessons, we can learn from them and we can move on. And as Apurva said, this is a beautiful book every kid should read as well. Thank you, Apurva. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. I could not stop myself from explaining that one turning point in that bird's life.
Yes, absolutely. That's what we are asking to share, right? Each and one our point of view. Somewhere we connect, right, when we read.
Yeah.
And
Thank you.
thank you.
So the key takeaway is like we need to identify the hurdles or the things that stop us from doing that, and we try to overcome them by continuously trying, right? Like continuous
Yes.
perseverance and all.
Yes, yes, that's what I took, because the if you actually read the book, you get so emotionally connected, because her family is not with them. They have outcasted her, so she cannot be with the group. But what she does is, day in and day out, she keeps flying and flying and flying, because she wants to be unique. So that's what happens with the Wright brothers when they want to invent, aeroplane and anything flying. They have consistently tried, because that is the reason they are unique. And anything we want to give a try, I think one sometimes when small hurdles or failures are coming constantly, we give up. And this is the lesson we can learn from this beautiful stories. Like when we identify where we are failing, that is where we can learn and grow. The growth is there.
And like most of the limiting beliefs are like they are created by ourselves actually, not by anyone. Maybe there will be a few which are created by someone else. I mean, by some other people or from by society or anything. But most of them, like we assume that we can't achieve.
Yes. We add to them more, right? We personalize.
Yes,
If someone didn't get success, when we hear their story, we personalize this. We think, okay, they cannot do, they are facing these challenges. When if I try, I will also get the same thing. And we stop doing that. It might be based on their situations or their circumstances, but for us, we can achieve it, right? Unless we try, we cannot know that it is possible for us or it's not possible. But we give up just by listening and we add up the story, right? So we need to.
yeah.
That's what Arna is also saying, right? Based on the book. So when you try, if anything is impossible, the more you try, then you'll understand, right, where you're getting wrong, right? If things are not working, we just give up, but we don't understand that where I need to correct or what is stopping me. Once you know that, then you can easily, work or you'll get success. So try till that point, you know why you're failing or where things are not working.
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
and personally, I have experienced in my life, I did my bachelor's in India, and then I came here and I did my master's. So, based on my background, I was applying for certain jobs, and all of my friends used to say that, "Oh, we won't get that, we won't get that," and they've been keep on telling us, because you have to do some more experience or a different kind. But then I had this constant. Like trying. I didn't want to give my effort, so I used to constantly try. But then I think we need to also know the strategy, how to strategize our efforts. So then finally, I discovered what is that which will help me to get my foot into that that company. And then once I realized, and there is no looking back, I am in that field and I'm the only one who is working in that field, and compared to all my peers. And that is the reason I definitely love this book. And thank you, Apurva.
And also like meeting the right teacher or like right inspirer or who motivates us, right? Like for Sullivan and then other friend, right? Chiang, like she meets uh, two other seagulls, which like who teaches or inspires Jonathan, right? So like
Yes.
that in every, yeah, we
Because
need to have.
he went and he was flying so high that only in that place there are people who are like-minded, or who are on his path he could meet. So when just like in our meditation journey, if we consistently do meditation, we experience beautiful things, and then we only be able to connect with people who are like-minded, and then our journey will become intense. So that's why, this is also one kind of Sajjana Sangatya, where we are having the like-minded people sharing our experience, learning from each other, and also we are growing.
Yes. And also, he talks about the company, right? In what company we have. If we are in the group where they are limiting us, right? Or the other group where everyone is motivating us, there is a scope to grow and learn. The group is very important for us also, and for kids, the group, the kind of friendship they are making, right? So everything matters. Ultimately, see, when we have that interest, when we have that goal, when we want to achieve, things will fall, but we need to have that patience and dedication. Then the support will automatically will come. But if we just give up, then nothing will come, right? That's how the universe or everything will support us. Wonderful. Yes, friends, anybody else have anything? Sure, if there are no questions, then we'll go into the meditation. But I hope this discussion helped you all, right? When we share, when we speak our own insight from the book, I think we all can have a lot of takeaways when we add our personal experience. So thank you, Anna, for sharing that beautifully. And thank you, Jyotiji.
Thank you, Apurva, for this book.
Yes. No, don't need to tell thank you. Even, it's for everyone. Even I'm taking this opportunity to learn and grow, because sometimes if I have to read, I know I'll skip. Something comes up, I'll skip. But when I'm keeping these sessions and I'm committed, right, no matter what comes, I have to do this. So I'm keeping this discipline for myself. So I'm not helping anyone, but I'm helping my own self. That's what I can say. Thank you.
Actually, when we love something, we are committed to that, right?
Yeah, that is also there. True. So that's how we all should be committed, right? Just so that we can learn together and grow as a part of this group. Like Jonathan, we also can go to that higher consciousness. So wonderful. Okay, friends, then let's go into the meditation. So if anyone joined new today, so we are doing the breath mindfulness meditation. This is a very simple technique where you just need to observe your normal natural breath. No need to forcefully inhale or exhale. Just observe how breath is going in and coming out. You can take a reference point anywhere from your tip of your nose to middle of the eyebrows. Just feel that breath is going in and coming out. As you observe the breath, slowly our thoughts get dissolved. Right, initially, when you don't find your breath, you can take just a few deep breaths during the starting of the meditation. But once we start, just observe the breath. And the posture is very simple, as you see in the picture. Clasp your hands, fingers into fingers, and cross your leg at ankle, so that the energy we are getting during the meditation, we are keeping inside. The energy is circulating within us. In between, you can stretch your legs, or stretch your posture, or you can do anything, but don't open your eyes, right, till the end of the meditation. And once we are done, we'll ask you to just gently place your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds and then slowly open your eyes. Okay, friends, we'll play the music and guidance, and let's do this meditation together. Dear friends, dear masters, sit comfortably, close your eyes, clasp your hands, fingers into fingers, observe your normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath. Don't forcefully inhale or exhale, just observe the breath. As you observe the breath, mind becomes empty. Be with your breath, dear friends. Let thoughts come and go. Don't get distracted by your thoughts. Bring your awareness back to the breath. Go deeper and deeper into yourself. Experience the calmness, emptiness, Gently bring your awareness back to the body. Feel any sensations in your body, dear friends. Recollect your experiences. What did you see or how did you feel? Now let's express gratitude. Be grateful to your parents, teachers, and mentors. Be grateful to plants, animals, Mother Nature, all the planets, the universe. Be grateful for this beautiful environment, for all the things we have. Whenever you're ready, slowly place your palms on your eyes for 5 seconds and then slowly open your eyes. Welcome back, friends. Hope you all had a good meditation. You were able to feel that calmness and emptiness in the meditation. So thank you for joining. Please do join regularly so that we have the regular practice and continuation. Right, if you miss any day, please try to do whenever possible and try to join the group meditation as it's more powerful and impactful. Thank you, friends. We'll see you all tomorrow at the same time and we'll continue with the chapter 3 of this book. Have a good night and good day, everyone.